Hi, Dot Rock here. So I want to talk a little bit about this word codependency and how it relates to not delegating. So I left my corporate job because I wanted to have freedom, and I bet you're the same. I bet that you wanted time freedom, decision freedom, freedom to follow your passions. And unfortunately, as entrepreneurs, we often find ourselves not experiencing that freedom and experiencing quite the opposite. We feel pressure, we feel burnt out, overwhelmed, and like we're pulled in every direction. And there's just always more to do. And it feels exhausting, and you feel bitter because all the weight is on your shoulders. And if you don't take action, nothing will happen. It just keeps us up at night. So why do I say the word codependency relates to that? So I think the word codependency doesn't actually have the best definition. Definition isn't the best word to use to go along with the definition, but it doesn't really mean what you think it means. I always thought it meant that I wasn't independent, and hello, Miss Independent here. I am very independent, as most entrepreneurs are. So me throwing this word at you is probably making you feel uncomfortable, but stick with me for a minute. So it doesn't mean that you can't survive without others or that you allow others to depend entirely on you. In fact, it's the opposite. Most entrepreneurs are overachievers. We overfunction and we overperform, and we have in our lives for so very long that it served us. It's not always going to serve us. The outcome to our extreme efforts is that we have a high capability to do most things, and we really do them pretty well. But we've also had success in life from this hustle, from this grind, in doing it all without support. Now, combine this over-functioning with our internal drive that fuels us as entrepreneurs, and we're not likely to delegate naturally. So, why do I say the word codependency? Well, codependency is actually, it presents itself as a compulsion to fix things for other people, or a compulsion to control things. And this codependency creates an inability for us to delegate tasks because we can't seem to let go of control. The chances are you aren't delegating because you're some kind of control freak on some level, and letting go is actually a fear that you have that's driving your business decision. And so codependency in the business setting is when we do all the things at the expense of others, and we don't trust others, and we don't surround ourselves with support. I wrote a blog recently about this, and you can go dive into that if you would like, but I hope you get the gist here. So what can you do about this codependency factor if you think you might be guilty of it? I have some steps to letting go of being codependent that I will read to you. Number 1, accept that you need to shift your mindset. Again, I always say mindset first. You do not have to do it all. You keep choosing this. So look inside. Number 2, make a list of the tasks that you don't want to do and the tasks that you enjoy, and place no judgment on what is on each list. Number 3, accept mediocre. In fact, a list of things that can be done on a mediocre level in your business can give you so much freedom. Really look to let things be mediocre. It's okay. You can let go of perfection. Number 3, create standard operating procedures for the tasks that you are going to delegate. And if you don't know what that is, please reach out and I'll support you in that. Number 5, start transferring one might be on number 4. I can't always count. Start transferring small tasks to someone else. Think of 5 non-critical tasks and just start there. Practice the letting go muscle because it will keep growing. Delegation is actually a muscle that we can practice, and we get better and better at it over time. I promise. Now, be prepared about the amount of discomfort you're going to feel when you put down some of the balls, and it will be massively uncomfortable. Go ahead and do it anyway. change never feels good at first, and we're never ready for anything at first. The next thing I'd like to say is delegation is just a critical skill that you need to learn. You're not Superman, you're not Superwoman, and eventually you will burn out if you don't delegate. I would suggest invest in learning this skill, buy a book, hire an expert, start learning and doing, and have some accountability in getting this muscle built up in your life. It's a game changer. Next, I'd say let others fail. Really accept that it's okay to fail, because when we fail is when we truly learn. There's nothing we did in life that just came perfectly natural and was 100% great from the get-go. Let people fail. And finally, seek support and accountability. Hire someone to teach you how to hire someone to teach you how to delegate. By investing in that and paying for that, you will actually take the steps that you need so that you can stop codependency in the workplace. Okay, and my final tip is, just because I gave you all these tips, you're probably sitting here and you're like, yes, I can do it all on my own. Remember, that's the whole problem. You constantly think you can do it all on your own, and that's just not true. I really encourage you to seek support, find accountability partners, hire an expert, do something different. Stop putting more on your plate and start putting less on your plate. Put more on other people's plates. I hope you have a great day, and I hope that this little lesson on codependency and delegation really spoke to you.